Monday. Oh, God. Gotta stop staying up late on the weekends. It just wrecks me. Getting too old for this. Oh. So yeah, I have completely wrecked my sleep schedule again. So, good times. Hey, Red. Yeah, I've been meaning to replace this, but then I need to remember how to animate stuff again, and that's gonna take a while, and I'm like, that's work I don't feel like doing right now. Alright. Other developments. We redid my hair this weekend. Ooh. This is the color it's actually supposed to be, because we used the right amount of dye. Hooray. How you doing, Red? How was your weekend? Yeah, that's what we're going for. Oh. Haha, nice. How are you liking it? Yeah. Yeah, I've only done a full playthrough as a warrior, and even then I felt squishy, so I can't even imagine how squishy mage would feel. A bandit leader sneezed at me and I died. Origins felt like everything hit way harder as well. I don't know if that's actually true or if that's just how it feels, but I feel like I died a lot more in that game. Whoop. And that's me ramming my chair into my desk. It's fine. Playing on normal, went to Redcliffe Castle. Yeah, yeah. Those corpses do not mess around.
Hello.
Everyone except Alistair had all the death penalties. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, the injury system in that game is pretty brutal. Let's see. What's our inventory at? It's actually fine. Okay. So, as you'll recall, we needed to figure out what to do with Tom Rainier. But there's also something we need to do here with Josephine, so let's take care of that. You can't play that game as one character, you play all of them or none of them. Yeah, that's very true.
Inquisitor. What an unexpected pleasure.
I had to learn that the hard way.
Must have had a long journey
Not used to being in control of multiple
Might there be any
characters.
news from the south?
Here's a letter from Ellery. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellery. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the Duparakets as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor. You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellery's words. Make her keep you.
Cool. Oh, I have to go to another party? No. I hate parties. Fun is terrible. It's an Orlesian party. It's not going to be fun. Too much for me. I have to know all the skills. I think I'm getting a hang of it though. uh, that's so funny. It's not just me. Just, if I don't know everything, then I'm missing out on so much. It's like we're dropping frames already. God, sorry. But yeah, you'll get used to it as the game progresses. I don't even need to actually leave. I can just go to the world map. There we go. Ta-da! Why are we dropping so many frames? Frost attack is OP though. Oh, Winter's Grasp or Cone of Cold. Is Winter's Grasp even in the first one? I don't remember. But yeah, the ice attacks were really good in that game. Nice. Cone of Cold is great until you cast it and then one of the characters just wanders into it. Ah, friendly fire, it's great. It's even better when you get Cone of Flame. Just look over, why is Alistair on fire? Ah, damn it.
We don't have the strength of treaties to judge it.
The pew pews are very nice. Yeah, the friendly fire's brutal. It's so bad. I believe we need to go to the war table first, so we can actually get the operation.
Inquisitor,
What happened here?
the House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
Holy crap!
Are you sure they didn't hurt you?
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appear to have saved my life. I owe you everything, Sergeant.
Only my duty, Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy master about these murderous louts. She'll find how they got in.
Okay, yeah, so, this doesn't happen if you just do what Liliana said and kill the guy outright. Or not kill the guy, but, you know, run in there and,
Truly? Very much, Lady Ambassador. It's just butter and sugar. Ferelden taste is so simple.
Yes, let's talk about baking when there's a dead guy on the floor. But yeah, if you just have Liliana
Any
take
news on the
care
House
of
of
it, this
Repose,
doesn't
Ambassador?
happen, I don't think. I don't remember. Or even tactics AIs that say this behavior will avoid area of effect. My ass it does. uh, see, I didn't even mess with the tactics stuff because uh, honestly, I just didn't want to. But it looks like I may have saved myself a lot of time.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royal's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides,
Has
the king
Alistair
would
been
never
doing his
dismiss
duty of
unspeakable
finding every
chaos.
single trap with his own feet?
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Oh yeah, the lightning AoE thing is massive. Very useful in the right situation.
Let's speak later.
Accidentally
Farewell.
flirted with the rogue and now she likes me. Oh yeah, that happens. Let's save before we go in there. That's what I meant to do. I need to go through and delete some of these older ones. Oh,
Any clues to his next move?
supposed to be.
But not enough for us to go on just yet.
Alright. Cullet got us some obsidian, which confused my brain for a second because we've been doing stuff with obsidian in Minecraft. Oh yeah, we've contacted the hero of Ferelden. Sister Liliana, the hero of Ferelden, made contact. She left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor, as well as goods from her travels that might be of use. We have included them in the missive. Cool. Griffin mail. Ooh. And alright, we stopped the rumors. That was a thing with Meriden. We had Josephine take care of that instead of having Liliana cut out her tongue, because that seemed a little extreme, and also I think I did that last time. We got 60 influence, and we got a sword called Greatest Hits. Early game, there's exactly 0 mage equipment. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a thing. But then you get the stupid looking hat. What should we do? Oh, I heard Birdman talking. I was like, what is happening? He's in Discord with one of our buddies. Alright, Tom Rainier's fate. If you think it worthwhile, we can have Tom Rainier, previously known to us as Blackwall, released from the Valreo prison in which he awaits justice. Keep in mind, Inquisitor, that he is wanted in Orlais for the massacre which claimed the lives of Lord Vincent Callier, general and staunch ally of Celine, and all of Callier's family. I leave this in your hands. Yeah, Celine might be less okay with that, but stupid looking hat, I have no such thing. I'm wearing a weird leather scale thing. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don't worry, the stupid hat is coming soon. It's awful. You'll know it when you see it. And it is actually mage gear, so yeah, be excited. I was always so upset because Morrigan looks so cool, and then I put that stupid hat on her, and just, oh. Oh. Hey, Galaxy, how's it going? Oh, man. I miss Origins. Let's see. So we have several different ways we could solve this. 3, to be exact. Amazon robbed me? Oh god. What happened? Why are we dropping frames so hard? Oh my god. It's too early for this. This isn't supposed to happen until like 1. We're a few hours away. Alright, let's see what Liliana wants to do. 2 problems, 1 solution. There was a traitor to our cause, a man similar in build and appearance to Rainier. We bind and gag him, have him take Rainier's place. He is condemned instead, and the world believes Rainier has paid the price. Oh god. I can't even hold all these frames. Ah. We can storm the prison with a small force and take Rainier into our custody. Valorio's prison guards will oppose us. We should be prepared for casualties. Oh god. That doesn't seem great. I can request a special dispensation from the Orlesian throne, allowing Tom Rainier to be transferred to Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Halam Sharal, they owe us a favor. Let's do that. I think that sounds the best. Instead of trying to trick them this way, and then just, you know, storming the prison and taking him. Let's have Josie work her magic. The dispensation came, few questions asked. What passed in Halam Sharal is fresh in their minds. Rainier awaits your judgment. Alright. We got our boy out of prison. Suppose man. He's a little too old to be calling boy. Our man buddy Blackwall. Oh wow. That's pretty awful. Alexa's time is now. Let's see. Name of our enemy. According to Dorian, it might be possible to discover who Corypheus once was. Knowing he was human could make him less attractive to Tevinter zealots who think of him as a god. Acquiring this information, however, is more difficult than one might suppose. Such ancient information can be found in the Magisterium's library in Menmathus. But the Grand Archivist has so far replied to our messages with polite misdirection. Dorian says he is the king of this particular castle and knows it. He might be blocking our efforts out of allegiance to Corypheus or simply because he can. Great. Liliana says go around him. I can send an agent to infiltrate the archive and find what we need. Men like this respond to one thing, threats. He knows who you are and doesn't want to be your enemy. Colin. Bribe the man with gifts and favors. This is normal for Tevinter and what he expects. Yeah, let's do that. It will take 6.5 hours to give him presents.
Inquisitor.
That's what he wants, just do it. There we go. I know there were a lot of these that I read and wanted Liliana to do, so I was trying to find another one. Ugh. See, like, you could have just made these a different color than the ones that you've already completed, instead of making me have to hunt for all the text that says completed. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Let's see what we have.
6.5 in real time. Yep, that is correct. Luckily, the time still counts, like, when you're not in-game, so that's nice. Wilson calling on another resource run.
Inquisitor.
Cause, Alright, so we have Blackwall in our custody, and now it is our job to judge him. Oh, they got this cleaned up quickly. Let's save before we do this. We're going to have several different options here. And I want to be able to reload quickly. But if I do that, it'll
For
also make
judgment
the game
this
freak
day,
out.
Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
Your life is mine now. God.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Your opinions don't matter. Don't be rude. God.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Some redeeming quality of WoW's extremely long cooldowns. They counted the out-of-game time too. Yeah, I remember doing something that had a super long cooldown, and then I'd play for another 10 minutes and then go off and do something else. Go clean or something, come back. Okay. There are our options here. We're picking this one.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I
What's the lady in the
have a lot
background
to
doing?
make up for.
What's happening over there?
If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
And they're gone now, so I... That was weird. Consequences of Blackwall's Lie. Operation available. Why is this still showing up? Oh, I still have to do that. I don't want to craft a thing. Okay, looks like it was just stuck there. Alright, that takes care of Blackwall. He's back on the team. Let's go talk to him.
Hear what they did with the wall?
That was no good.
Well, yes, that was the crime.
No, it wasn't. The crime was far worse.
You haven't seen the war reports.
Alright.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
I have to remember how to get over there. I could have fast traveled, but I made my decision. Ah.
You have to admit, it looks bad.
It looks like a lot.
And he's doing the BioWare lean. Well, he stood up. This kid is melting health. God, yeah, that's what it feels like in here. In the afternoons.
Inquisitor?
Oh. I'm certain I've seen Caden do the exact motion. Yeah. Yes, you have.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me
And
of
you
what
will
I
see
ought to be.
Alistair do it as well.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
And then that's really it. What is happening over here?
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a
I
bit.
guess the other mounts don't have as big swords sticking through their heads, so... There's my good boy. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah, this is the Dracolisk. This thing is terrible.
That'll do fine.
Oh. Can't wait. Its eyes aren't even focused. That thing is horrifying. Why does it have a sword sticking out of its face? He got a boo-boo. He was in a war.
Inquisition?
Then I can get this epic steed here. And this other one is a regular horse. The hearts are nice.
Inquisition?
I should go. It's less of a horse and more of a tank. I like the heart a lot, but I feel like the antlers would just get stuck on everything, you know? And then... There's my unicorn.
Inquisition?
I think he's a nice medium between, you know, regular horse and horrible monster. Alright. So we got Blackwall back. Let's go do something fun. Where haven't we been yet? We are done with this area until we have to go back to the Forbidden Oasis. had to go to this party. Ugh. Shall we get that over with? Yeah, let's go do that. Yes, let's bring Sarah to the Orlesian party. And Blackwell's portrait has changed. Yay! Let's take no. Let's take Varric. And we haven't seen Vivian in a little bit. And Cassandra. They're characters in the earlier games that are also in the later ones. Yes, absolutely. You don't get to control them, but they're there. Whether you just meet up with them and it's a single line, or whether you help them with a quest, varies, but yeah, old characters show back up.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs, it's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddled?
The du Paraquets used to be noble. You'd be restoring an old house of Orlais.
Restoring it far too late. What are the du Paraquets now? Traders? Farmers? Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
Diplomatic connections that reach far beyond the boundaries of Valreo, perhaps.
I might make use of your ambassador. The Montiliers aren't what they were, but at least they're from proper stock. Arrange for me to be introduced to the court of Antiva. I hear winter is most pleasant by their sea. Very well, Inquisitor. Should you fulfill this bargain, I shall raise the du Paraquets into lordship.
Yeah, Claudia Black is amazing, huh? And yes, gatekeeping aristocracy. Ugh. I do not enjoy Orlais or all of their everything. I just ran off the edge there. Go home, Inquisitor, you're drunk. I can't go home, I have to get up these stairs.
Inquisitor. At your order.
Alright, so fun college story. One time my roommate came back to our dorm so incredibly drunk. And we lived on the second floor, so she had to go up some stairs, right? She was wearing these stilettos that were like this, I don't know, they were very tall. But she makes it in the door, goes and crashes on her bed, and is just out for several hours. She wakes up the next morning and she's like, How did I make it up the stairs in those heels? I don't know. I don't know
I
how you
must
did
return to
that. I
Valroyo
can't
to see
walk
that
in those
everything is in
sober.
order. Please join me when you can.
Oh, now we have to go back to Valroyo. I don't wanna. Alright, let's go. She walked at our hands. Oh. Yeah, I have all kinds of fun stories about roommates coming home drunk. And poor sheltered me has no idea what to do with any of this, and I'm just like,
He wore the shield.
special gift,
That
which
is
can only be
concerning.
inherited in
Yes,
the families of pole
concerning.
dancers.
He's a butcher.
Ah, surprisingly agile when I'm drunk, unless I'm actually sleeping. Just happened before. Yeah, I'm really loud and annoying when I'm drunk. Like, I don't know, everything is hilarious, so I laugh really hard at stuff, and then I gotta yell and be loud, and then once everything starts wearing off, I'll have like an hour where I'm just completely just zoned out, and then I'll start getting angry because I want to go to sleep.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life. They also send their compliments on how handily you dispatched their agent pretending to be the Comte.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them, that you were endangered by my part in the game.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer?
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
I don't imagine many firstborn heirs join those ranks.
No, I was a rather foolish exception. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
Alright, see you later, Galaxy. Have a good one. Bard, don't do that.
From bard to diplomat is quite a change in direction.
I was headed down that path for some time already. That night merely crystallized it. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Hold on to it. Don't lose sight of why you came here.
I will never forget you helped save the House of Montillier, Inquisitor. And should you ever visit Antiva, stories of the welcome we'll give you will be told for years.
Alright, now that I'm done crunching up that ice, I can unmute myself.
Inquisitor.
Hey, Lemon. Thank you. We just redid it this weekend, so now it's like super dark. Let's see. Does Josephine have anything new to say?
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone
Well
wrong.
done.
I wanted to think
Puns
it was
are
a
always
blasphemy.
welcome.
A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
That's like my favorite part of drinking coffee. Like, I like hot coffee, but I like iced coffee way more. And the best part is like when it makes the ice melt just enough so it's like all soft. And then you get like coffee ice. That's a weird thing, but I'm like super into it.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
Don't drink coffee in general. I'm a tea person. I like tea as well. Coffee's just easier right now. We don't have like a kettle or anything, so I just have to microwave water and it's it's not the same, it's kind of a hassle and
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
Yeah, Bruneman's not a fan of bitter things. Okay, where haven't we been yet? We haven't been to the Frostback Basin. Need to go get that Astrarium on the Storm Coast. Let's go run around here. Depends on the coffee beans or tea. They're both that are naturally sweeter. Let's keep this group. You recognize that part of the map? Yeah! That's exciting. And yes, I love Dorian. He is wonderful.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
You're good. Yeah, I've been taking Cassandra as my tank a lot. My first go in this game, I took Bull because I loved him, but he just gets destroyed so quickly. And Cassandra's just a beast.
That would be a fascinating discovery.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Loot sounds good.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon.
Oh, that's what this is.
There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Okay, so this is DLC.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
Yeah, let's just talk to her while we're here.
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow? All that?
Here and there, you pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
I'm sure he enjoyed that. I don't remember where this falls with the story. Is it fine if I do this before we finish the main campaign? It's been too long.
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they move to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montilier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
Alright, we'll do it.
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
Hopefully she'll be playable in DA4.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
That would be fun.
He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. He can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
She's just trolling him. That's terrible.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfish or poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
You want to use
Oh,
animal
God.
crap as a weapon. That seems underhanded.
Who said war was fair? I'd only recommend its use as a last resort.
It's just gross hearting. Like the idea of dwarven archers who simply don't have the height to wield big bows. The dwarven crossbows make so much more sense. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about our progress against Corypheus?
We're getting close. It feels like we're on the right track, doesn't it? Everyone working together against our common goal. It feels good.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye then.
I was gonna say you can move them up closer so they can attack from short range. Oh, look at this bird! No, come back! Oh. Okay, so I actually remember very, very little of this DLC because I rushed through it the first time I played it. Because I was trying to get through to another DLC. Alright, Professor Kenrick. Requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Ameridian, blah, brain, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return, you may say, I told you so, in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you. Of course, roads still aren't what they were. Also, I fed that fish, but I am not talking to it for you. It's okay, we'll find another bird. And he will be our friend.
The veil is wobbly here.
Thank you,
Perhaps
Sarah.
a bit wobbly instead.
What? Let me check. Sensing... Sensey... Definitely wobbly.
Heard Edelgard instead of Emerald. Oh, yes. Yeah, I am planning on playing 3 houses on here at some point. We have a couple other things on the schedule first, but very much enjoyed Fire Emblem. Also, yes, get a pizza.
This is amazing!
Thanks for the follow, Lemon. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to play through every route on stream, or if I just want to pick one and then break it up with some other stuff and then, you know, come back and do another one because, God, that game is long. You played any of the games before? The only Fire Emblem game I've ever played is 3 Houses. And even that, I've only played the Blue Lions route. Because I am weak for Dimitri. I know to fix to a book entitled Sir Lothair Vernay. Oh god. I'm not gonna continue butchering that name. Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been oh my god. I'm thinking about Fire Emblem now, so my brain has gone to mush. The victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Sure it could if you had enough apples. What? It's like I'm afraid to play any of the other routes because I'm too attached to the Blue Lions. Oh, oh no, you're fine. Just very excited about Fire Emblem. It's fun. Let's see, a letter to Harding, my darling Lace. I hope this letter finds you healthy and happy. Last week I managed to barter for the maps of Ferelden and Orlais from Hugin, the old soldier who runs the place on Mistress Johann's farm. You remember him, don't you? Quiet man, always smoking a pipe in his chair on the porch. He wasn't using the maps anymore, so I gave him some of my jam and patched his coat in exchange for them. Now whenever you tell me of your travels, I'll be able to track where you've been. I'm astounded, my darling, when I look at the weave of dotted trails I've already marked out on my maps. Oh, the places your feet have touched. How far you've gone, my little Lace. I'm so, so proud of you. When I was your age, I had only ever gone as far as Lothering. My mother never left Redcliffe. She lived and died there. And now here you are, flying so far with so much purpose. My heart... Ah, wow. Okay, that one's at least fine because that heart there is surrounded by two mice. It's not like the other day when I started making up a completely different sentence that was nowhere. My mind can barely comprehend it, but my heart swells. Dragon Age and their weird names, yeah, I can do okay with some of the Elven names, but any of the Orlesian names, since they're like French, my French pronunciation is just god-awful, so I just can't. I shan't take up too much of your time. I know how busy you are. I'm looking at the prospects on the map as I write this, because I know you will likely be at your Skyhold. Please make sure to dress warmly. I have included the recipe for your favorite turnip goat stew. Ew. A taste of home to stave off the cold mountain airs. Kisses and hugs from me and your father, Mother. These are places you'd know!
You heard about Jace?
I have.
It could be tasty, that's fair. I will not knock it till I've tried it. Property of Colette. Pages of neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes fill a well-worn journal. These notes break midway through for a list. Expedition to Frostback Basin, preparations. Reread Finding Meriden. Review notes on appropriate excavation methods. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts. Read book on Frostback Basin. Practice camping. Note, bring a pillow. We read an anatomy of various terrible beasts. Various. Learn defense. Cannot find willing instructor. Ask brothers for fencing defense lessons. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense. Complete. Bring towels. Packed. Don't forget to bring a towel. Few idle swirls follow, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, Fieldwork. You get half credit for that one. And see, since you've already made it to Redcliffe, you've already bypassed how far we managed to get when I tried to stream it.
What have you done to attract such hostile species to my planet?
Hi, Rod. Thanks for hosting. Questions of accuracy. The moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then she took her own counsel, in ways best not seen forth here, and led the party away. Did Ameridan's eyes seek hers among those assembled as he relayed the events which led them there? If she stood among us, I did not know her, yet his hand moved slightly at his side, as my own does when my wife is near and I seek worldless comfort in the touch of her fingers. We had all heard the whispers. What stopped me streaming it? The game was constantly crashing. We were getting all kinds of graphical glitches, like the blood was showing up as just, squares of flashing red and black. And a lot of just instability, and then I tried to fix it with a mod, which made it then just crash consistently, even though the mod was one that is very well known and is very well liked for fixing a ton of bugs and stuff, so yeah, just could not get it to work. So we started this whole thing with Dragon Age 2, which was very confusing because I didn't remember a lot of the lore, and I was trying to explain it to people who've never seen Dragon Age, and I'm going, oh god, I don't know what this is. Had a few crashes, and if you play too long in one sitting, it becomes increasingly unstable. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was making it all of, about 8 minutes or so before it would crash consistently. And then there was one specific spot, when you're trying to leave Lothering, and you've got all of those, like, bandits and stuff out in that big grassy area, it couldn't handle all of those people, and so that would just... Let's see. Did he say your name in the telling? Would he have dared? Times were different, but have they changed so much? A letter follows. Kenrick, this is a precise copy. The preceding pages were lost or removed ages ago. Viscount makes no further references to this woman, although Meriden comes up several times later on. Viscount's writings, as they pertain to Inquisitor Meriden, are not entirely unknown, although you're unlikely to find them among Chantry records. Their validity is largely dismissed. Some have questioned whether the so-called Light and Council reference magic or holy insight. And of course, Viscount wrote down his impressions many years after the fact. The author's own wife brought accuracy into the question when she admitted her husband was recalling his youth in the Orlesian capital through nostalgia and age-distorted memory. I believe her admission is part of official Chantry record. Best of luck, M. Maybe it was like 3 to 4 hours. That is odd. Oh god, there's so much reading here. What is known about Inquisitor Meriden would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Draken. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Nevarran Accord, their order serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the accord was signed between 122 and 124 Divine, Meriden left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor mongering. Meriden did not willingly cede power. Draken forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Meriden was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, as he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious lady mage that the Chantry erased from history. Scandalous. Meriden was a rowdy noble who cared more for ruckus entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Draken wanted a loyal friend commanding the order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Meriden was free to retire to a life of hunting, dragons, and wenching. Right on. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Draken, rightly acknowledged as the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Draken, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Draken would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumor mongers suggested Ameridan was exiled. Back that up. Rumor mongers suggesting Ameridan was exiled ask us to believe that Emperor Draken could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Ameridan's disappearance, with darkspawn pouring from the Yanderfels into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Draken would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know about Ameridan's departure. Nevertheless, I hope that we may eschew the current popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. Whew. Okay. That was a lot of reading. I've already hit my weekly quota. It's time to shut down now. Pew. Just kidding. We got stuff to do.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
I wouldn't mind studying with that professor. Yeah.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
Cassandra in the back looking angry. Yeah, she does that.
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armorlings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakon barbarians. The According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay, we have all of our lore. Well, for now. Let us away. There's a fade rift over there. Let's go take that out. Those birds are loud, and that one just flew through the tree. Time to kill some demons, that's right. Ooh, these are level 22. Cracks that. I'm actually gonna switch to Sarah, because I feel like playing with Sarah today.
For hating the outdoors, you really do seem to like bad weather.
What's that now?
The other day, you were outside in the rain, staring up with a grin on your face.
I smile at clouds.
Of course you do.
What? I should punch and swear at the rain pissing off my nose. Let the weather win. I smile and freak out at clouds. Maybe they get tired of trying.
Are we still talking about clouds?
What?
Never mind. Drinks and insults later?
We're both buying. Then there's double.
Oh, that despair demon just wrecked me. Okay. He actually pay attention to the fight. That might be advisable. Alright, alright. These guys are a little bit stronger than I'm used to. Which is fine. They're actually on level. Gonna get Sarah up with that wow, okay? This is not great. That despair demon, though. Alright, how about we back up out of here? Shield wall, come on. Come on. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Let's try that again. Yeah. Well, part of Cassandra's problem is that I had to take control of her. Time to get serious. I'm fine. I'm used to getting destroyed in these games. I'm not great at them. Okay, that guy needs to go. Get out of here, Fear Demon. I said get out of here! Okay. Spare demon! Get out. Alright. Need you guys to stop knocking me down. And let's get that guy off of Dorian. Inquisitor's dead, but that's kind of normal. Spare demon really needs to go bye-bye. Come on. Away with you. That's an explosive shot over there. Why did Automod hit that? Huh. Why did Dorian just die? There's not even— oh, he was standing on top of one of those things. See? Things go a little bit better when I pay a little bit of attention. But yeah, those despair demons, man. Good God. Okay. First try, that's right. Okay. Where should we go next? Let's find this camp up here. And let's save after we did that. Yay, exploring! It's very nice over here. It's one thing I really enjoy about this game. Is they spent so much time on the environment. It looks very nice. We sneak up on the bird. Oh no, he saw us. No! No! The combat isn't fun though, at least for me. Yeah! There are some times where it's just like, ugh, come on. And if you're playing mage, you can pretty much just hold the button down and win. You have to dodge occasionally, but... This feels slow. Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how DA4 turns out. I want to be optimistic about it, but I don't know. You think we'll get news on DA4 on Thursday? Oh, I have no idea. If anything, it'll probably just be another little teaser and then no actual God! Content or news. That big guy needs to fall down. But who knows? We may get something.
These jaws of Hakon demanded your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
I like their weapons. I need to see stuff, yeah, same. Yeah, BioWare really needs this game to do well, because... oh boy. That whole Anthem thing. Oh. That did some damage. And if Rip BioWare, Rip Dragon Age, yep, exactly. Ooh, this is a nice little cave. Thought I already missed a resource. I did not. Grab these deep mushrooms. Can you imagine how slippery it would be in here?
For hating the outdoors, you really do seem to like bad weather.
We already had this conversation, Dorian. Mouth of Echoes. The savages speak to their gods in the cave passage. They call it the Mouth of Echoes. They light fires and feed them with green spruce and shout their questions into the deep. They say answers come to them on the last whispered echo. Superstition, we laughed. And now Razakale is silent and madness descends. I can only think, what if? What if there are irregularities in the Vale here? What if we could secure the Avar cave and bend it to our purposes? The slaves are gathering materials. We will build a shrine to the Dragon of Mystery, and plant foci into the walls, cut sacred designs into the stone, the better to hear her with. We will hear her voice again, or we will die. Scribbled in blood-red ink on parchment found in the Mouth of Echoes. Okay.
What's that now?
The other day, you were outside in the rain, staring up with a grin on your face.
Memory saved. A faint inscription found in Frostback Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter.
I smile
Okay.
at clouds.
Of course you do.
What? I should hunch and swear at the rain pissing off my nose. Let the weather win. I smile the freak out of clouds.
We just had this... Ugh. At what cost? From an age journal found in the Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange, no matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. Have we traveled through lands more remote than these? We must have, yet I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. T makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons is a point in her favor. Lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers me. Oh, as always, was no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song we learned at that lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. That's probably not good. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations after sleep. There were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and O would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows O would have died. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age, and he could not answer. The point remains that I could do more, that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes the chance? And no one said it has to be forever, just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary. Damn blue bottles. I did not plan this journey as well as I should. Ruh-roh. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. Tea brought me some water. She just smiled. There was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes. Make her they're pathetic. Why do they make me laugh anyway? Long days behind. I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the 3 of them singing that stupid song. I am content.
Maybe they get tired of trying.
Are we still talking about clouds?
What?
Never mind. Drinks and insults later?
We're both buying. Then there's double.
Am I going the right way? Is there another way out of there? There was! Ooh. It's all blue back here. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. Boo! Alright, Eastern Riverbank. We should probably go help out with this. Perhaps. Get out of here, spiders! Let's maybe aim at that one that's trying to flank us. At least with spiders this size, you know they're coming. It's not like just sitting there and feeling a random tickle on your arm. Thinking it's just a hair. Sorry, sensitive keyboard. And then you look down and there's a spider running up your arm and it's like, hey! I'd rather not face huge spiders. That is also fair. Why are they all just hanging out in this river? Is it bath time? I imagine spiders this large would need bath time. All this mud and dirt getting stuck in those hairy legs. Oh, that's a Tusket. Sorry. I've already started attacking you, now you must die because my party won't stop. No party like an Inquisition party. Okay, we got some elf root. Okay, that one actually wasn't my fault. What was that? I did not move my mouse or my keyboard or anything. A decorated pendant. Let's save before we go run in there and get into a big fight. Maybe you're haunted. Oh, maybe. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Come on, fall down. There we go. And the Inquisitor's down. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of fighting going on. Ooh, restriction, not Varric. Sarah finally gets a new bow. I have not been keeping up with my inventory. Ooh. Replace that there. Very fancy. That's exciting. Save after we pick that up, actually, because that's pretty good. And I need to talk to that guy. Hang on, dude, I'm looting. Need to get the spindleweed. Is that everything? Alright.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to
Cassandra, please.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites... Sir?
Okay, we got the aggro of something, so he stopped talking. Yeah, I can imagine a dwarf would have a hard time using this bow. Inquisitor's already destroyed. Oh my god. That was another thing that kept happening while we were trying to play Origins. The lines kept interrupting themselves super hard, and we kept getting a lot of stuff completely cut off. Which, to be fair, that was happening all throughout Mass Effect anyway, but... that was just another thing that mod for Origins was supposed to be fixing, and it just didn't. Like, I thought the problem was maybe my installation, so I was uninstalling it and reinstalling it. I did that a couple times and nothing. Okay. Is that another rift up there? It sure is. Let's save before. Oh. Hang on, we're too close to it. And we'll take out that spider so we can actually get out of range. So that I can save. Okay. Save here. And bring it back to inventory right quick. I need to go get some more drink and run to the bathroom really quickly. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay. It's now officially too warm in this room to have the blanket on my legs. Yay! Ugh, I am not ready for it to be summertime. Too hot. Too hot, 5 me. Alright, here we go. Let's get back in the fight. Yeah, let's get this guy off of Dorian. Dorian could have moved at any point as well, but he chose not to. As he often does. Let's hit an explosive shot there. God, this bow. Oh, we're down to our last 2 potions, huh? because the Inquisitor keeps getting destroyed. God, they drop so much. Oh my god. Cassandra, you want a new weapon? Yes, you do. And Sarah leveled, and everything is happening. Pizza's on the way. Yes, that's exciting. Get rid of that. I could probably give that to Cole. That's my old one. Don't have any new stuff there. Yeah, that's a little bit of an upgrade, huh? Plus 15 crit chance. And on kill, target explodes for 100% weapon damage. Are you kidding me? This axe makes an odd hiss as if it cuts the air, as if it were angry. That's awesome. Oh my god. Ooh. I might give greatest hits to, Blackwall. That's exciting. Number go up. Sarah leveled. Let's see. Oh, can we finally give her? Yes, we can. Throwing blades. Okay, we've got that now. I'm probably gonna get rid of Flask of Lightning, honestly, because I don't use it that much. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move Lightning over on top of the armor there, because I really don't use it very much. Okay, cool. And now we save, because we just got a lot of cool stuff, and that's very exciting. Okay. Let's head up to this camp. Why are there so many red marks on my radar? Probably a bunch of spiders hanging out down there. Come on, we're not in combat. Stop with that. And we'll take the actual path up the mountain so that I am not just jumping. I see an Astrarium. Not Astrarium. Ocularum. Get excited, we're gonna collect more shards. This looks fine. I hope we don't find anybody dead and on the ground in here. Okay. She's alive. That's fine. Alright. Oh my god, let me out of the house. I need to go talk to her, but I want to look at this first. Okay, we've got 1, 2... There's our third one, and one more. There we go. The bone smoker room. Heard of using applewood chips, now try using bone chips. It adds calcium flavor. It's basically like drinking a glass of milk with your steak. But, you know, without having to do that.
No, no, no! I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
I'm sorry! You have an exclamation point! I have to bother you! I'm sorry!
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be?
Yes!
I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
Alright, she's not gonna tell us anything else. That's cool. Let's bother her again.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, good talk. Are we just okay with everything in this hut? I guess we kinda have to be. There's just a sword here. Can I take this? I guess not. Fall damage time. Ugh. Oh. Oh god. This is less fine. Blech. You know she'll never make that sound again because we want her to. There they are. We won't take as much fall damage this time. But we still took some. Launch shot. Ow! Alright, let's take those guys out while they work on the big guy, perhaps. Okay. Why is the rest of my team up here? That's part of the problem. Let's see if we can get Sarah up by leaving. There we go. That was unnecessary, Dorian. Thanks, buddy. Okay, that went poorly very quickly. Let's take out the Rangers. Go away, big guy. Dorian, move away from... And look, Dorian's dead because he didn't move away from the big guy. Ah. Let's pick him back up. Because he needs to pick up the Inquisitor. Hackenite Bruiser is not playing around. They've still got a Ranger up as well. This is great. Everything's fine. Spellbinder's up, which is a problem. Oh my god. Okay. DLC is wrecking me. Let's go. Of course, we don't have any potions either, which is not helping. But we can make camp just right up here in this tree, so we're gonna do that. And there's a shard here. Move. Eh. Oh, come on. I'm calling shenanigans on that. Sarah, use your hands. Grab it. Alright. Set up camp. Come on. We are still in combat, so it's not going to set up camp. Are you guys even attacking? Fine, kill the Tusken. There. Can I make camp now? Thank you. Jeez. Okay, we are healed up. We have our potions back. Yay, we got an Inquisition perk. Very nice. What is up here? Can you imagine trying to like craft weapons and armor up here and like you drop something? It's just gone. You have to go all the way back down there to grab it. Seems like a very bad spot to be doing that, but it's fine. Oh, we have a lift. That's fancy. Oh, and there's stuff to read. Messages left at the outpost. This looks like a bundle of notes used by Inquisition soldiers to leave messages for each other. The most recent entries date from a few days before the Inquisition arrived in the valley. Is the lead scout back? I wanted her thoughts on which pass we should use to send for supplies. You'll have to wait. We're sending for some scholar from Orlais. Harding is leading his party here so they can get settled and working before the Inquisitor arrives. Any word yet? She's in the main camp. Scout Harding is watching over her new charge, Professor Kenrick. Talky, but he seems a nice sort. Apparently had an adventure getting to the basin, though. Don't tease, Charvi. What happened? Quartermaster Pendleton. Apparently Harding had to save the professor and his assistant from a small spot of trouble with some bandits. And from being chased by a hungry wyvern. That sounds like a good time. And from falling off a ledge while reading a book. You made that last one up. Spoke with Harding, I take it back. Sit down while you're reading. It will be safer for everyone. Meriden the Mage. Oh, good. Oh, it's a poem, so I'm gonna completely destroy it. Let's go. Soft fade-touched light in dreamlit tones falls dark. Each form of memory recalled through parted lips that try to speak falls silent before light marks the dawn. From sleeping fingers she slips into the day, where averted eyes bend to any but the other. Oath sworn to lion's call, yet here the two are broken. As waxing sickle stands witness to the end of love's denial and secrets born from parted lips, the words at last are spoken. Okay. This overly romantic portrait of illicit meetings between a mage and her lover was written sometime in the Divine Age. Though likely penned after Meriden's disappearance, the work was said to be inspired by tales and rumors of the former Inquisitor's Lady Mage. By the Second Age, Chantry scholars had largely concluded that the piece did not refer to Meriden at all, but to another man altogether. These scholars claim the poem's title was a later addition, meant to discredit the last Inquisitor's reputation. The poem was later deemed problematic and relegated to a list of banned works. Alright. Problematic, just like the dropping of frames that we're experiencing now and for a lot of the stream. Sorry guys, sudden link is awful. say they're trying their best, but they're really not. Alright, let's go fight these guys again, and hopefully not get destroyed. But first, spiders. Oh, also there's a landmark up there. That's fine. We'll grab that upon our return. Like, I understand not to expect 100% uptime, even though that's, you know, the goal. Or at least very close to it. And I know that sometimes there's other stuff going on and that there are times of high traffic. I wouldn't mind this so much if their customer service was better and not absolute garbage like it is. That and like they seem to only have great deals for incoming customers, but absolutely nothing for people who've been their customers for years. But if they did that, they'd be making so much less money because all of the... pretty much everyone in this region is their customer because they have a monopoly, basically. Good times. But yeah, they could really stand to train their customer service people a little bit more than not at all. And their tier 1 people as well, because, oh. There's so many mushrooms here. This is nice. Oh, there's a shard here. We may as well go pick that up, right? Ourselves a pizza and a porter. Very nice. Oh, he's got a shield. Boo. Gonna keep shooting him anyway. Guys, the fight's behind you. There's a spellbinder here. I hear muttering and also casting that. Ugh, pizza sounds good. I'm just hungry, so everything's gonna sound good. Alright. We took those guys out with relative ease. Then again, they didn't have one of the really big guys, so he wasn't there doing big damage. Give me that. Look, an Astrarium puzzle! Sunday, can't get me down moment. Very nice. Alright, getting rid of face cam for a second so we can see what I'm working with here. Since this is DLC, they've stepped this up a little bit. Just a little bit. This puzzle looks awful. It's, I'm not feeling optimistic about this one. I think it's supposed to be a bird or an owl or something. Either that or it's a horned helmet. That might actually be what it is. Because it's, you know, like Avar. I have no idea. The cock. No, it is not Kenny Crow. Oh, jeez. I don't even know where to start. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna go and we'll see how far we get. I've already messed it up. Because this whole area's screwed if you... Okay. Let's go down this way. Okay, so that little region there is taken care of. Then we can go up here to this one. And let's go back down this way. Sorry if I go silent, I'm thinking. Get some intense thinky thinks happening right now. Go up and around this way. Okay. We have all of that area taken care of. Now, do I go around the outside, or do I go try to make this triangle first? There's a fly in here. Get out of my face. Let's see. Let's try to plot this out here. If I go around the outside here... No, that won't work. So I think I need to go over to this one, down here. Okay. There. And up. Yay! First try! I'm not counting that actual first couple of clicks. Okay, and what the hell is this? That looks terrifying. Puzzle god, that's right. Constellation Fulminous. Commonly known as the Thunderbolt, the constellation Fulminos depicts a bolt of lightning thrown by a wrathful god. Which god has always been a matter of dispute. Each of the old gods of Tevinter has been credited as the thrower, with the target being anything from the lost city of Barandor to a jester who made a particularly heinous pun. Hmm. God. Fly is just buzzing around me, sorry. Ugh. This is what we get for buying fresh produce! We're saving after we did that one again, because oh my god. Ugh. I have used up all of my brain for today. Go grab that landmark. Probably don't need to take fall damage. Let's walk back down the back way. Let's be smart about this, maybe. I know that's not my style, but we're trying some new things today. We have to do that every couple weeks. Keep it fresh. Oh god, there's guys down here. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, that's a bog fisher too. Are you kidding me? Someone help, the Inquisitor yells, as no one helps her. Okay, you need to get out of here. There we go. Looks like a mole rat. Yeah, kinda. Big tanky mole rat. Okay. It's a little rough, but it's fine. Go ahead and loot that. Get all of this Avar cotton. Fancy stuff. Okay, now place your bets. Is that landmark we're looking for actually up there in the trees, or is it going to actually be out on the shore somewhere? Because the map made it look like it was out on the shore. And here we have more poison spiders. We'll always take some more spider loot.
Shut it.
I only meant to ask if...
Shut it, shut it, shut it!
Sarah doesn't want to talk about the Fade. I don't blame her. Alright, it's in the trees. Lovely. Oh, come on. Luckily, we have this lift we can use, as I then struggle to go up the slight incline to get up to it. Oh, man. There we go. Arboreal Fort. Report from Agent Charter received by the Inquisition's advisors and carrying their notes to each other on the matter. Sheer cliffs and steers. Ugh, wow. Sheer cliffs and steep drops present obstacles to speedy travel within the basin. As a temporary measure, rope ladders are being constructed and placed at strategic points chosen by Scout Harding. Continued presence in this area will require a permanent solution. Please advise. Charts and topographical information provided for your perusal. A series of comments follow. Flatten the area, says Cullen. Of course, the commander suggests hitting the hills until they forget their hills, from Liliana. We could look into getting the soldiers to cut steps into the cliffs or construct structures with some form of verticality. Scaffolding, perhaps? From Josephine. That sounds reasonable. I was joking. Meanwhile, have you threatened to cut out anyone's tongue today? Just Cullen thinking about it right now. You guys play nice. Come on. Oh. The roofer, Baronoli, was... Or is it Baronol? I have no idea. Was talking to the foreman about drawing up plans for additions to Skyhold, covered platforms connected with spiral staircases and suspended catwalks. We could apply this idea to the Frostback Basin. Josephine's still on task here. I was there, wasn't he drunk? He didn't drop the plans while drunk, I'm sure. We could have an engineer or Dagna look over them to see if they're structurally sound. An engineer, yes. Dagna, no. We don't need our outpost to be half in, half out of the fade, or be able to sing the Chant of Light, or whatever it is she's working on right now. Everyone's fighting. Okay, Dorian and Cassandra need to level up. Don't make me come back there. Let's give Dorian some more fun stuff. Yeah, Mana Surge. That's fun. Let's give her Chevalier's Step, so she can at least kind of give a little bit of protection to the Inquisitor. So she can take maybe one more hit before drinking all of our potions and then dying. Oh, God. Yeah, let's fast travel back there. There's a shard. Sure, why not? Come on, come on. Bunny hop up to the shard. There we go. Okay, and there's some silverite over there. And we're gonna attack some spiders, because why not? Oh my god, the poison spiders are immune to my poison. You could have expected this. Who's still shooting me? Stop it. Now you're just being rude. Okay, there's a shard over there. Let's keep going this way. But yeah, this is a very picturesque region. You know, once all the textures and leaves and everything pop in. Oh, there's fighting over there. Didn't think I was aiming at a spider, but that's okay. Good old explosive shot. And let's go ahead and leaping shot. What's wrecking Dorian right now? Is this something that could have been avoided if only he would take a couple steps back? Looks like it. It's this guy right here with the shield. Dorian, honey, back up. You're a mage. You don't need to be in everything's face. Especially that guy. Oh, I missed my chance for the combo there. Well, we still got something going. Throwing blades is pretty nice. Glad we finally have that. There we go, jeez. Fall down, dude. Okay. Yes, give me all of this cotton. We're going to have the most luxurious outfits. And there's a lurker, because of course there is. And another one. Cool. Yeah, it's just silverite, that's fine. Another lurker. Alright. I can hear it. No. Come on. We don't need to fight him. It's fine. He's just living his life. We're just here for the shard, guys. How do I get to it? Can I actually walk along that? Does it want me to come back here and do it from back here? Yeah, probably. Come on. Unnecessary mountain climbing. There we go. Would argue that this time it was necessary. Give me that. Hooray! Oh, it's still at Tuscan. Well, now it dies. Really should read before I just start shooting arrows at stuff. That thing is kind of roundish. It looks like a spider. No. It's fine. We have Tuscan skin now. Okay, there's one hair that's poking me in the eye. Give me a second. Okay, that was driving me nuts. We do need to come back to camp here, so let's go see what's going on. What's up, Harding?
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hakanite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
Eye poke was a legit reason for cutting it, yeah. Ugh.
I should go.
Goodbye then.
At its longest, it was, wrapping around my neck and actually kind of choking me while I was sleeping, so I have to sleep with it actually tied up now. So that's fun. Yeah, let's go back to that camp and go check on that guy. But yeah, every so often I'm like, oh man, I just want to shave it all off, and then I think about it and think, I better not. Don't understand how to manage butt length hair, but I don't understand. Yeah, man, when I was little, I wanted my hair that long. The longest I've gotten it is maybe a couple more inches longer than it is right now. And oh my god. It takes a long time to dry it. Which, of course, the solution there is just let your hair air dry. But I can't, because then that makes my skin, like, totally super oily and disgusting. Which it already is, even when I dry my hair, so... It's a fine balance. Oh god, get off of Dorian. Leave him alone. But yeah, eventually I will decide to cut a lot of it off, either because it's just been damaged or because I'm getting annoyed with it, so then I'll get it cut to about here, maybe a little bit longer. So when that happens, you'll know. That was the point where I finally said, nope, that's enough. Getting this cut. Going for one of those medium-length video games. Oh god. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Whoop. Woo! Of course, I could go for one of the H-shaped hairstyles in this game. Like, I know that was starting to get trendy when this came out, but did we really need so many? Ugh. Okay, this is going badly. Your hair is clay though, which is the problem with video games. Yeah. Yeah, creating and rendering hair on game models is a daunting task. That's why I'm so amazed with the modding community as well, because they've made so many just crazy hairstyles and they all look really good. Of course, a lot of them clip through the armor and everything, but the hairstyles you get in the vanilla game do that anyway, so...
Should we look around?
Really like the undercut diagonal bob. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Oh, I'm sure this is fine. My friend's girlfriend actually had the half-shaved hairstyle where the rest of her hair was really long. It looked really good on her. She pulled it off very well. I don't think I could get away with that look, though. Especially once it started growing out a little bit on the sides. That would just drive me nuts. A brief note, followed by a rough map of the area with key points marked. Grandin, details are below. We need to keep to our patrols. It will allow us the upper hand. I understand where you're coming from. Word has been sent to Jace's family. I promise you whoever did this will face justice.
Orders for Grandin.
And dead Hackonites. Impressive that he fought them off alone.
Yeah, that's a name for it. But yeah, I had my hair cut really short when I was little because there was a girl in the grade above me who had short hair. And of course, you know, I was in kindergarten. I think she was in first grade, but it's like, oh man, this is so cool. I've got an older kid hanging out with me. And so we did it. But her hair was naturally straight. So, you know, it just, you know, behaved normally. My hair is naturally curly unless I dry it and, you know, tell it to do otherwise. And so it does that little thing where it flips out on the sides, and I hated it. But then later on, when I was about 10 years old, I got my hair cut short again because I was in gymnastics at the time. And competitive gymnastics, and so we'd have to spend a lot of time gelling our hair and getting it to hold in very specific styles and all this stuff, and you know, all the spray glitter and all that stuff, and it's just like, nope, this is not worth dealing with, so got it cut short again. And then I was dressed up as Ash Ketchum for Halloween, so a lot of people thought I was a boy, which was fine, honestly. The confusion was great. Get angel wings because I have long hair, but my hair is rather straight. Yeah, Brewman's hair kind of curls up a little bit when it gets longer, but it's generally straight as well. His hair hasn't been that long in a long time, though. But man, it takes so long to grow back out after you cut it that short. Oof. Did we not already find the thing here? I thought we did. More spiders over there. Why is that still showing up here? Ah, okay, it's up higher. Yeah, so much less maintenance.
These were Hackonites.
That dagger bears the Inquisition crest. Could it belong to the missing scout?
I'm sure this is fine. I hear muttering. There. Is that a batarang? A message scrawled in a shaky hand. Blood spilled will be answered. The jaws of Hakon will answer. Oh, no. It's not a batarang. It's one of those Klingon weapons. Alright, we need to go this way. The complete opposite of the way I'm going now. I feel like that's always the case. Why is Cassandra so hurt? Oh my god. We're also really low on potions. Okay, we'll see what's happening over here and then we'll go restock. Kinda don't want to touch this. Alright, we got the trail, I guess. Alarmed by the number of charred corpses we've encountered on this trail. Oh look, there's more.
Someone's cut their way through these Hakon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
Well said, Dorian. Okay, good. That's the Astrarium we already did. I was gonna say, no, I'm not ready. I can't handle another one right now. That one took it all out of me. I have to scan that like 3 times before it registers. And we're just going to follow the corpse trail. And let's save, just to be safe. I am concerned by what we will find here.
the Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Something doesn't feel right.
How are you doing, buddy?
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
Look at his hair, it's glorious. Like, the shine actually looks okay, except for these couple little parts over here. Whereas you get someone with darker hair and it looks like they're just, you know, greasy. The blonde really hides a lot of the unnecessary reflection that they've got going.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know.
Oh, Lord.
They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
I can imagine Sarah's just like, nope. Nope. None of this. Kind of don't want to let him continue with this, cause he's going kind of super revengey.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Yep. Surprise, he's a demon. In case the path of charred corpses, you know, wasn't enough cause for concern. The Inquisitor's down. Get out of the floor. Alright, this demon's a tanky boy. Get out of here, come on. We got stuff to do. We gotta go tell Harding her friend is a terrible demon. Not mean to hit that one. Love how the AI was just standing there. Alright. It's cool, guys. I can handle this. see how the Liliana romance goes. I've never done it, but it seems like it would be adorable. Alright.
Sarah, why would you assume I should use my training to assault an animal?
What, the punch a bear thing? I don't know. I just figured you'd want to know if you could. I mean, I sometimes pot an arrow just to see if I can hit something. Oh, did Andraste say not to use your training for fun? Fun for you, I mean. Probably not fun for the bear. You've got some reach on you.
No. No, Andraste did not specifically say one should not punch bears.
Well, there you go then.
Then that's settled. Cassandra, I think we need you to punch a bear. That's just all there is to it. Oh god. No more bears. So many bears. Okay, I need to go back and tell Harding what happened to her friend. Yeah, he was totally possessed. Sorry. We super killed him. Sorry.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
Feel like there need to be Ewoks in our treehouse forts.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Oh yeah. You can just say bye.
Yes, he is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. Never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. Boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I am covered in his blood right now. Harding, treehouses, what?
Don't you like the
Not a
idea
fan?
of tree houses?
Let's change the
That's a
subject
good
here.
idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights?
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I should go.
Be careful out there.
I should go. There we are. Oh, we are all very bloody. That's gross. I was gonna say, Sarah's fine, she's not. Okay, let's find something to do really quickly here. There's another Fade Rift. Could go take that. And get horribly destroyed. Sounds like a good time, let's go. Actually save before we go and attempt that. And I want to go up the rest of the ramp. Let me jump that. Is there anything here worth looking at, or is this just, oh, there's the... I will be taking that. cave over here? Like, we already knew that. Just got ambushed while traveling. There was a solid minute of Liliana saying, "Trap spotted, red ahead." Yeah. Sounds right. Somehow, miraculously, nobody stepped on one. Oh, did you switch Alistair out of your party? Why are we attacking bog fishers? Oh, because that poison spider was there. You did it. That's very impressive. He's like a magnet for those, seriously. Very nicely done. It has to do with me setting up a tempest behind the front line fighters, and they actually listened. Did they follow the plan? That's exciting. Alright, get another spider.
Bits up, face down.
Alright, let's save. Alright, there's a big boy there. Oh, there's a despair demon. Nope. Nope. Nope, and we swapped back to the Wraith because reasons. That's why we wanted the despair demon to be taken down first. That's okay. This is level 26, which is a bit higher than we are right now. Let's try to pick up Sarah. There's a lot happening back there. I love chain lightning. It's so great. Well, I was going to barrier the people, but I guess I won't. Alright, Sarah, honey, get up. Let's try this again. Save, actually. Oh, no, never mind. We're already in combat. Let's go. Let's save after we got that extra experience there, but nah. That was the animation for leaping shot not actually going off. Oh my god! Those despair demons. Not messing around. Stop targeting the Pride Demon, trying to switch targets, and it's not working. Well, Sarah needs help. Does she? Are we sure? to do this one just yet. It's just the first round, and I guarantee they're gonna give us more Despair Demons. Where's the rest of my squad? Just running around back there. Where's Sarah? Get into the healing thing. It's already too late. Oh, well, I died. And look, now there's 2 Dorians. Ooh. That's fine, that works out. Where are you going, sir? I know you wrecked us pretty hard, but you don't just get to walk away. Now you're just being rude. He's stuck over there. Yes, there we go. Please come back into range. What is happening right now? That was some decent damage. Sir, please come back. Why is everyone up here?
Heading over here.
Time to back away. Chain lightning. No, you guys go attack. Alistair just hit assassin with you smell great. Classic Alistair. Okay, that was round 1. Oh, dear God. Alright. B time is now. Get him. Demons don't like bees either. He's panicked. This may be a little much. Okay. Can I pick up my buddies? Alright. Yeah, this one's a little bit out of our league. That's okay. Oh. Alright, how about we go hit up this Astrarium puzzle? And then we'll call it for today. Yeah, those were some beefy boys. And they threw a lot of them at us. Spatter time is now. All the poison fangs. We'll probably need to head back to Skyhold after this, actually. At the very least for some inventory management. Then I need to figure out where to send everybody else while we're out here running around. Alright, here we go. This one doesn't look horrible, but I've been fooled before. Why is that all the way down here? Okay. I was gonna say, it's small enough that all the stars actually fit on the screen. Well, technically no, but... Okay. I didn't kill an assassin and now he's hitting on my girl. Ah, he hits on everybody. I think I may have already ruined this. Never mind, it's fine, first try! Yay! Hey, that looks kind of like the Seeker thing. Alright, Constellation Vices. Known as the Watchful Eye in common parlance, this constellation had great significance to the ancient Alamari and Syrian peoples of southern Thetis. The story goes that the Lady of the Skies opened one eye so that the light from her gaze could lead her people safely from the frostbacks. When Andraste's armies marched north from their ancestral lands to wage war upon Tevinter, they were guided by the eye, and it became the Maker's gaze, not the Lady's, leading them to victory. The sword was added later. It is said that the star that marks the point of its blade only appeared in the night sky after Andraste's death. The early Inquisition took Vices as a symbol of their holy calling when they joined the Andrastian faith, the eye representing both their search for Maleficarum and the Maker's judgment upon their actions. When the Inquisition ended and became the Seekers of Truth and the Templar Order, the Templars took the sword while the Seekers retained the eye. There we go. Puzzle God! Alright, we did it. Let me save. And let's head back home. GOG keeps emailing me about sales. Okay. So, we are back home. I'm going to mess with my inventory just a little bit. We don't have too much to get rid of, but, you know, I could always make a little more space. And we'll save here again. And we will pick up the Jaws of Hakon on Wednesday. So, until then, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be nice to people, etc. And yeah, more of this on Wednesday. Thanks for being here, guys. See you later.